Welcome back. So Victoria's Secret is not just out, it's over. The lingerie retailer is canceling its annual televised fashion show. The 2018 event drew the lowest ratings in 24 years, and company sales are declining. So here's a clip of their fashion show. But that show doesn't look anything like the annual fashion show from this new lingerie line. Take a look at this. Can you see the difference there? In recent years, Victoria's Secret has faced intense backlash for a lack of diversity. Meanwhile, Rihanna's brand Savage by Fenty has been praised for groundbreaking inclusivity and is reportedly beating Victoria's Secret in terms of average customer spend. This tweet, I think, sums up the stark difference. It says, "A not-so-friendly reminder that ignoring consumers and their commentary on inclusion will ultimately become the nail in the coffin. Victoria's Secret had several chances to diversify their models, but they refused to do so." So when I look at those two fashion shows, they're two completely different parties. I don't know which one I'd rather be at, but Ivie, why can't Victoria's Secret keep up with people's changing ideas about what's sexy?
First of all, Victoria's Secret had a lot of issues before Rihanna and Savage Fenty came along. They've been criticized for years. The reason why they are failing is because they refuse to compromise on literally the easiest thing you can concede to.
Which is what?
Diversity and inclusion. It is not that hard. They have people sitting up in these corporate offices trying to answer the question of what they can do, and it is literally to hire people who are not the people you have already hired. It is not a difficult thing to solve, and it took something like Savage Fenty to offer some type of competition for them to realize that they have to recalibrate and kind of get rid of these antiquated ways that they approach beauty and fashion, but they're not gonna do it. One of the representatives released a statement saying that they're going to focus on new, exciting content and the different media. They're focusing on the medium as to which they're going to portray the same images, the same models, the same designs, the same standard, and they're not fixing the content. People are asking for models with different body types, different genders, different women of color. So Victoria's Secret is so behind because they just started essentially incorporating more women of color in 2018. They had 19 women of color. As far as diversity is concerned, that's like ABC 1, 2, 3. That's like the surface level of diversity is to hire someone who's not white. There's so many more different intersections that you can incorporate into your company, and they're just not doing so, and they're not willing to because the representative released a statement that garnered backlash saying that they're not going to hire trans people, and they're not going to hire voluptuous women, they're not going to hire curvier women. And that says it all, and then they backtracked on that
And that's what people want to see.
Yeah, and they're refusing to do so when it's literally the answer to their problem.
Tony, you're a model. Does diversity sell in this case?
Diversity 100% sells, right? I think that the sister just hit on it's two major points that have caused Victoria's Secret to fail. The number one thing is actually Instagram. You don't have, back in the day, I remember when you had to wait for the Victoria's Secret model show and all of that other stuff to see models. You can go on Instagram right now and see models 24/7. You can pick up your phone now and see women who look who look better and are more scantily clad. Mo better. You're gonna say mo better than the models on Victoria's Secret. And I think that another thing is, as you guys just pointed out, is diversity. In this very building, right? I used to host a show called Rip the Runway, and it was for BET, and it was because women of color were not given the same opportunities as other women. And so it had to be a fashion show that was for us, by us, you know what I mean? And to still FUBU. And so we're living in 2019, where people do want to see more full-figured women, where people do want to see more women of color. There's models right now there's things right now that were frowned upon now that are lit. Like if you have vitiligo, you got made fun of. Now it's a model, her name is Winnie, what's her last name? Winnie Harlow.
Yeah.
She's popping now.
And beautiful.
She has vitiligo. So, there are things that were once considered, what would we call them? Like, the people were making fun of it or just unaccepted, right? That's the best word, right? That are lit now, that people are making money for. Victoria's Secret is still hanging on to the things of the back in the day of the Trump era, the Make America Great Again.
Mentality.
The old school mentality. They haven't gotten with the new day. They should have had Janet Mock or what's the other transgender?
Laverne Cox.
Laverne Cox or
She was
somebody up
featured
there.
in a Rihanna show.
You know what I mean? But that is what people want in 2019, whether you like it or not. This is a business. To go back to what we said with Colin Kaepernick, if people are saying we're not going to hire Cat because it's a business and our viewers don't want to see that, well, this is what your viewers want to see. Whether you like it or not, this is what people want to see, and you're not giving them that. So they're going to go to Instagram or they're going to go to Rihanna. I think it's dope. Keep doing what you're doing and let Rihanna get her money, and it's going to be a changing of the guard.
But on the business end of it, if Vicky Secrets is dead, did Rihanna kill it?
Oh, well, yeah, Rihanna's gonna prevail. She's gonna, fill in that void, or any other, lingerie. I'm not no lingerie expert, but I'm sure there's other companies out there that could slide right in that lane and, do their thing, because you got to get with it to get left behind.
Right, there's room for other brands here.
Oh, yeah.
Does Fashion Nova have lingerie?
Lingerie brand?
Fashion Nova has a Halloween costume.
Fashion
now.
Nova is lit.
Hey,
But
look.
Rihanna didn't kill Victoria's Secrets because their sales declined in 2016. You know what I mean? And Rihanna came a little bit later, so they was already having issues when she came along. So
Victoria's Secret killed themselves, and Rihanna came along and said, okay, I'm going to revive this situation. Since y'all don't want to do it, I'm going to show you how it's done.
We're in a new day. People, we want to see us. Like, people they want to see things that are more relatable to them. They want to, we don't want to see, like, the pinup girl model. Like, that's old, man. We like the thick shorties, man. We like
Facts.
You feel me? Come on.
Remember when King Magazine, I remember King Magazine, not Maxim, because that was still kind of like flatbacks, but it was like King Magazine, Straight Stunting Magazine. These were the magazines that featured black women, Latina women, women who had some more curvy assets. In Victoria's Secret, you had to be a size 0 straight up and down. And I think now people are like, this is what we want to see. And if you don't listen to the people, well.
There you go. Well, on behalf of thick shorties everywhere, I'm so glad to hear that. So in recent years, Victoria's Secret did have some black angels with natural hair and darker skin tones, but clearly consumers know the difference between a company that's truly inclusive and one that's casually diverse. You just watched a clip from the show that covers the culture like no other. For every episode, I assemble a panel of thinkers, activists, celebs, and outspoken experts to give us their unfiltered opinions on the topics that matter to Black America. This is elevated, intelligent, and uncensored discussion, representing every perspective. The conversations we have when we're the only ones in the room. No topic is off limits. We're not afraid to go there, and we do it all live 5 days a week. Join me here every weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media at twitter.com/Marlie Show. It's The Marlie Show. There's nothing else like it.